Hey guys, Jaden from Jaden's Talk channel speaking, and today I'm here with my first video, and I'm going to be telling my first story on this channel. So basically, here's what happened. Let's cut to the chase. I was in 3rd grade when this happened, and I wasn't doing that well in 3rd grade. I was getting in trouble a lot. I was pretty much being a little prick, and I just didn't really care about anything. I didn't care about the consequences. I just wanted to I just wanted to leave. You know, I was one of those kids that just never really gave a shit about anything in school. So one day, I didn't earn recess because you know how they have recess and they stop having recess at 5th grade or 6th. They don't have it after 5th grade. So I was in 3rd grade. I forgot what the hell I did, but I wasn't able to go to recess, and after I ate lunch, my teacher came into the cafeteria, told me to sit on the auditorium. Well, no, she told me to sit on the stage. So I sat there next to my friend Dakota. We were both sitting there, and I was just watching everybody about to go out. I was like, what the fuck? He was like, why? Just why? Like, why does this have to happen? And then I was so pissed. And I was talking to my friend Dakota, he was sitting right next to me, and I was just thinking to myself, no, I don't want to do this. So I was arguing with my teacher on sitting on the stage, and I was just I'm not doing this. I was telling her, well, you have to. You didn't earn recess. So it wasn't even my teacher, actually. It was the assistant that works that worked in my room, and I was sitting there, and I was just arguing with her, just sitting there, just giving her the hardest time ever. And then what I said? I said to myself, screw it. So I ran out of the building. I ran down the hallways. The second I got up and started running down the hallway, my friend Dakota Dakota just lost it. He was sitting there just laughing. He was dying, really. And I was running, and I finally got to, there was an area where the kindergarten class was, and then there was the higher grades. And then once I got to the kindergarten's door, there was a door right next to the kindergarten class's door. And I got there, and I stopped right at the door. I stopped to look at her for a second. And then, lady's name was Miss McKean. And I stopped to look at her for a second. She was she was speed walking after me down the hallway. And when she was close enough to me, I heard her go on the walkie-talkie. This is student running near the kindergarten exit. I fucking ran out of the building. I got to the bench that was outside. There had to be another staff that went out there. I was sitting at one of the seats. They were trying to calm me down. I thought that I was just whatever. It's I thought I was about to give up there for a second. But then I thought to myself, I was no, I did this for a reason. So they I thought this would work on them because I was 8 years old at the time. But when I finally thought that they were too focused on me trying to calm down, I was about to sit on the seats. Then I pretty much booked it. I ran away. I ran towards the road. I wanted to just walk home. I tried to run, but before I knew it, the teacher assistant, Miss McKean, she tackled me to the ground. I started to claw at her. I started to pinch her and everything. She had me good too. It was she had a strong grip. And after they got me, they had to bring me around the school. They didn't bring me in through the door that I ran out. I don't know why. I apparently didn't think it was safe enough for me to go in. But after that, they literally I kept It was pretty much I was resisting arrest. They kept trying to grab me from every part of they kept trying to grab me from every both my arms and everything. I kept flailing, just trying to get out. Sooner or later, eventually they just literally picked me up. They all one of them grabbed both my arms, one of them grabbed both my legs, and then they had to carry me into the school. And then after that, I was just sitting there in the principal's office. No, it was the school psychiatrist's office. She was just we're calling your father, and you're getting in-school suspension. And then after that, and once they said I got instant suspension, they said we're calling your father and we're letting him know. And after that, they called my dad. They were sitting there talking to him, telling him what happened, and she said, your father wants to talk to you. He is not a happy man. I was like, no, I'm not talking to him right now. And then she was just like, all right, he's refusing. So if you could, and then I'm pretty sure he told them like he's getting punished when he gets home and everything. And
what are you talking about?
But yeah, after that, pretty much, I had to go sit in the principal's office for the rest of the day. And then when I got home, I thought my dad wasn't home at first because there was a car driving by from right in front of my boss, and I was just like, all right, maybe he's not home. Maybe I have a little bit of time. He was home. He was standing right there next to Chad's sister, and his car was right there showing me. He parked his car right in the front of the freaking driveway, showing me that all my stuff got put in his trunk. When he grabbed me by my arm, he was dragging me into the house, and the second we got into the house, I saw Chad just sitting there. Everyone, I was just I was pissing my pants. Everyone was just going on with their regular day. Saw Chad's dad just sitting there watching TV. Saw my TV gone. I saw my Xbox gone. I saw it in the bag in the back of my dad's trunk. My dad brings me into my grandmother's room, and I was just scared. I was speechless. I couldn't say anything. I was too scared to. And it's on. And this, it was on the same day that I had to go visit my psychopathic mother. And God knows that if I ever gotten into any trouble like this, you know. But he brought me into my grandmother's room. He said, Jaden, you've gotten into a lot of trouble, but you broke my heart today. He was looking at me. He was pissed. He was pretty much like the devil right now. And he said, I love you, but this is for your own good. I was 8 at this time, so he didn't want to have to hit me or anything. But he said, this is for your own good. And after he said that, I was dead. I didn't know what he meant. I thought someone was gonna come and take me or something. But all he did was turn around, slap my ass twice. He turned around, he was like, and then he screamed at my face, don't you ever do that again! And after that, he was getting my clothes ready. I was sitting down on my bed. I'm sitting down on my grandmother's bed. And he told me, you're going to your mother's today. I'd be scared if I were you. And I was just saying to myself, fuck. It's you bitch your ass, I'm scared. So we got to my mom's. And the second she didn't hear the full story. So when my dad told her, she was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what the? It's Dad, are you kidding me? And after he told her, she came at me with her eyes wide open, mouth open. She was shocked, she was she was speechless. She wanted to beat me so bad. Believe me, after that, I did. But anyways, after that, I thought she was coming over to literally punch me, but she just came over to take my jacket off, and then the second she took my jacket off, I pretty much she was giving me a sign you're not leaving, welcome home, you're not leaving anytime soon. So then, but then after that, my dad and her sat me down in the chair. My dad was the chill one in all of this. And my mom really sat there screaming in my face. She's like, oh my God, this is so stupid. It's why is it this big of a deal? She's like, you know what's stupid? Is that my 8-year-old decided to run out of school decided to run out of the building at school. That's what's not, that's what's fucking stupid. I was just sitting there. My dad told me a couple of years later, or a couple months later, I think it was either 2 years later, he told me that he hates my mom. And he wanted to just pick me up and just leave with me. Because he didn't like the way, that she was, I don't know, disciplining me or something. I don't know what happened, but yeah, after that, things were kind of good after that. It's just, everyone was calm, and, I was just sitting at the table that same day. Then I had to go to sleep in the living room at my mom's house, with no TVs, pitch black room and everything. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the story of me running out of the building in 3rd grade. I may have mentioned that in my Ice Cube to Nuts challenge video in my previous King J TV channel, aka that channel is now J Pranks. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in my next video. Peace. Have a nice day.